Hey guys, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Finally made it down to my in-laws and stuff, and thank goodness I can relax for a little bit, and then I got to cook tomorrow Thanksgiving dinner because, well, I love to cook. And I love to eat, so I got my fat pants, those jeans that stretch. Yeah, we're going to be like that tomorrow, and then we're going to get back on track to getting some of this weight off. But for now, I got mama's pies, and I'm going to make sure I take care. Nothing like mama's pies there. So by now, everybody has heard that Jerry Jones is talking to anybody and everybody who's listening about the Dallas Cowboys and their future as far as coaching goes. The question is, do we really believe, excuse me, that Jerry Jones is ready to move on from Jason Garrett? He basically said, listen, in my business, I can make money even if if I finish in sixth place. But in football, he realizes there's only one winner. And since it's been the mid 90s since we've had a winner, and having tried all the things that he's tried, and you think of the list of the coaches that have been there, Jason Garrett has had more time than anybody else. And Jerry realizes that time is not your friend. Time has but one thing to say, and that it keeps on ticking and keeps on moving. And he realizes that, or at least this is my interpretation, that he realizes that what he had with Jason Witten when he was young, with Des Bryant, with Tony Romo, and DeMarcus Ware, that he had a group that was good enough, or should have been good enough, to at least get close to the Super Bowl, if not win it. So he's realizing that right now he's got a great quarterback, he's got a great running back, but he also knows that these things aren't forever. You've already gone through, and this is the second time of rebuilding a team. And he's probably thinking, I don't know that I have enough time to keep risking and waiting and waiting. If this group doesn't go out, that I'm going to have enough time to see the next one go. Let's all hope that Jerry Jones has a long life, but, you just don't know. And at this point, I think he's coming to the realization that saying that Jason Garrett is not on the hot seat, that Jason Garrett's job is safe, if you're not worried about it, well, okay, then, you're not coaching as your life depends on it. So I'm going to say this much: with Jerry Jones being in the mood that he is right now and being disappointed because clearly he feels this team should be doing better than what it's doing, that if the team does not show up and show off for their coach, and by that I mean that the players don't play like they care about this, that I believe that Jason Garrett is literally playing for his job tomorrow for next week. I honestly and truly believe that, because for Jerry Jones to be a couple days removed from the New England loss, and still talking about it, you think about this, Jerry Jones does not do anything by happenstance. Jerry Jones knows that if he goes on TV with everything that he's already said, he's going to get asked about that. So to me, this was like strategic way of putting that message out directly to Jason Garrett without going directly to Jason Garrett. And this is what is really amazing, because you think about the Cowboys putting this out in the blogosphere. This is basically saying point blank, Jason Garrett, you're playing for your job. I wonder what's going on behind closed doors. Stephen Jones has been actually the other side of the fence, saying, oh, it's not all on Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett, it's also on the players and things like that. But in the back of their minds, I'm sure that they are looking for the next thing to make sure that the next coach gets the job done. Because if you're just looking for another patsy, that's just going to be towing the company line, that's going to do, exactly what Jerry Jones wants, then you might as well keep Jason Garrett. If it's really about winning and about getting that Super Bowl, you need to get somebody in here who can relate with players, who is in the modern era here, because Jason Garrett completely is trying to um, throw back to the 90s, and the fact that he doesn't even use analytics, it just blows my mind. Even though Jerry Jones basically says, "Oh yeah, we're okay with him not doing." No, I'm sorry. You can't just rely on a gut call all the time. You got to understand the situations that you're in. Um, the funny thing about listening to Jerry Jones is Jerry Jones says a lot of things, a lot of things, and Jerry Jones can be emotional, and he'll tell you that, oh, we're not going to do this, just like Wade Phillips. Oh no, Wade Phillips' job is safe. Wade Phillips, blah blah blah, and they fired him in the middle of the season a couple weeks later. So Jerry Jones is definitely becoming impatient, and I don't think he wants to waste this season anymore. I think he wants to get some results right now. So it'll be interesting to see how this team responds, knowing that their coach's job is in the win, and it's up to them basically to save them. Because that's the bottom line. It's in the players' hands right now. If you love him as a coach, you're giving everything to try and save him. If you're kind of meh, then you kind of say, this is the way I can get rid of him. Just don't show up. It's not the way the season I thought it was going to go. It's not too late, but I thought we had so many things that were ready to rock and roll. I knew Dak was going to have a great season. I thought the defense was going to be better coming off of what they did being so young, having the boost of Travis Frederick in there. You went from, a starting center to an all-pro, and he's played at an all-pro level. Zeke Elliott, you figured that he was going to be eating. And for the most part, a lot of these things came together, but I just don't understand why they're not getting the results. Well, special teams. It just makes no sense whatsoever. But we got 5 games and maybe playoffs to see if they can save Jason Garrett's job. Question for you guys. If the Cowboys were to get to the Super Bowl and win it, but the cost would be a 5-year extension for Jason Garrett, would you take that? Or would you say, you know what, I'd rather not have the Super Bowl and get rid of him? The one thing I will caution you all on is just because you get another coach doesn't mean you're going to have different results. We've had a lot of coaches that have come through here, and we've had a lot of the same results. And that includes having Sean Payton as an offensive coordinator and Bill Parcells. You can look at the Redskins. I hate to say this, but under Dan Snyder, they had one of the best offensive minds in football in Norv Turner as a head coach. They had Marty Schottenheimer, one of the best regular season coaches. They had Mike Shanahan and his son there. They had Sean McVay there. They brought back Joe Gibbs. And yet, look at where the Redskins are. Oh boy. Well, at least the weather's nice out here. I'm Mark Holmes, and boy, you can't be offline for any length of time, because stuff just happens when you're dealing with the Dallas Cowboys. Let me find out what other shows Jerry Jones has gone on and if there's anything else that he's put out there. Don't forget, we'll be live streaming the game tomorrow. So tune in. I'll see you soon.